You're watching the McDonald's Sports Report with Ryan Allison on 27 First News.
Hey everybody, AULISIO with you. Ryan is off tonight. 12 years ago, there were a couple young kids just on the brink of breaking through the local boxing scene. One of those youngsters was Kelly Pavlik, and we know his story. The other, Billy Smaltz. His path a much different one from the middleweight champion of the world.
When I was 15, I met Jack Loew in 1992, and at the Southside Boxing Club, I started fighting the KO drugs, and after that, I fell in love with it.
There was Bill, Kelly Pavlik, and James McClendon. Those were probably three of the best amateurs I've ever had. I mean, Bill Smaltz was every bit, as talented as Kelly.
Went to the military, came back out of the military, started training again. I had a good career going. I found out in '98 I had a permanent injury to my jaw and everything, and it kind of ended my career from that point on. The last 8 years, I went the wrong way.
My life hangs in wasteland.
Every drug you can imagine. Severe drug addict, had a car accident that could have ended my life twice. I did drugs, to the point where it was 4 or 5 years of rehab. I couldn't get out of this grip. I call it the grip. There's places I go in my head that I bring it back, and there's places that I see some of the pictures I brought in, and kind of got me choked up a little bit. I just forget where that was.
I'm just a lost man.
I scarred my life. I scarred my name.
Trying to find my way back.
In August, I said, I made a goal. I said, I'm going to go through this again. If I can go through this, then I'll straighten out my life.
Actually, I turned my head. I didn't know who it was. He looked like a mountain man, fuzzy hair, big beard, fat, and that, I remember Bill's 178 pounder.
Jack welcomed me back in. He could have said, don't come back here, what I've been through around these young kids, don't be a bad influence. Welcomed me back in, saw in me that I could come back from this if I stayed with it.
Here's a kid that was really rock bottom, probably below the rock. And he quit the alcohol, quit the drugs. He's back in the gym, lost the weight.
Come back through here and actually go through the whole thing again. It was the first stepping stone. I knew I had to do this, and now I'm on the right path.
It's all up here. And I think if you really want to do something, you can do it. And he's a prime example.
I went from a dead man walking to being a lion again.
Now, Smaltz is certainly close to turning the corner. He'll compete in a tough man competition in Canton tomorrow and possibly in a few more down the road. But because of his jaw injury, he can't compete on a regular basis. Smaltz's hope is to become a drug counselor for troubled teens.